Y'all see I got old big Larry back here in the background, got all the dogs back there. He back there loving on old Subi. She ready to go tree a squirrel, but hey, we getting the boat ready. It's January, middle of January here, and it's time to go put some nets in the water. Been doing a little squirrel hunting and stuff, but ready to catch some buffalo and some catfish. Larry said he needs some catfish anyways. So we getting these nets ready. Gonna go to the river, put us, I think 4 nets in today. Might take another one to go back. We'll see how the catching's going. Right now we're gonna probably load up on buffalo, and I don't want too many. So thought I'd take time to show y'all a little bit about setting these nets up, how we do it, what's gonna make it easier. I'm bad about throwing everything in the boat and getting there and having to tie a rope on all that. That really ain't the best way to do it. It's best to rig these nets out in the yard, put them in the boat like they're gonna go back in, and then when you get to the river, all you gotta do is either drop the anchor in or tie it onto a tree, and you're ready to go. We're gonna take 4 nets. They all gonna be 2.5-inch mesh. We're gonna swing 2 of them high in the water column for buffalo, and we're gonna drop 2 of them on the bottom for catfish. So I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna rig them up. I've showed this in some of the other videos, but I'm gonna go back over it, and I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna tie up and have these nets ready to go in the water. Show y'all one thing in Louisiana, you gotta have a tag on your nets now. I had some tags on these, but one of my game warden buddies, he said, need to get a little bigger tag where I can read it easier. So I'm gonna oblige them a little bit. So we had some dog collar tags made with name, phone number, and got our license number. Y'all can see the other little tags right there that I've been running on them. But that's one of our, this is a 42-inch net, 3.5 foot, 2.5 mesh, number 18 twine. You'll catch more fish with number 15. I don't like to run number 15 because you're constantly having to sew them back up and patch holes and stuff. And we're gonna anchor this one on bottom. I'll show y'all real quick. That's how I store them, like that. And how I store my anchors is like that. I've already got my tail rope tied onto the anchor. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Some of my stuff just throwed in the shed, but this is how you should store them. Sometimes I do it the right way. But y'all can see it's already tied on the anchor. If you hadn't seen some of our videos, you want to build these anchors, we got the anchor building videos. Y'all can go back in our video file and pull up these videos on how to build the anchors and stuff. And I just roll my tail rope up and tie it up, put a couple hitches around it like that, and it always seems to unfold pretty easy like that. I'll probably water it up once I said that, but all right, I'm gonna show y'all real quick how I tie. Go back over some of that stuff this year. So this is how I tie my nets. That's our tail loop there, and I'm gonna take it. I'm coming in from the bottom. I'm gonna go around it and back through like that right there. What is it? I think that's a square knot or something. And then I'm tying a bowline right here. And this is, bowline's tied a couple different ways. I mean, they all end up about the same, but the easiest way I have found to tie a bowline is throw a loop underneath that line and then bring the underneath side back over the top like that. And I got me like a figure 8 looking deal there. I go through the top one and out the bottom one like that right there, and then pull that down tight. And that is the easiest way. And that, to start off with, this knot's not coming loose, but even if it did, this one's not coming loose. It ain't happening. And this is one of the easiest knots to untie. No matter really how much you tighten up on it, you can always just pop that knot loose. That's it on the tail line. And on the head line, we've got our bridle here. right there. Y'all can see I had another tag right there. They had plenty of tags to read. Try to go by all of our latest, newest local laws and regulations. That one's almost in my way. But same thing, I go underneath, over, and back through like that. Work it down around that tag. Pull that tight. And then I got my bowline right there. Any rope, nylon, whatever will work on hoop nets. But on hoop nets that I'm gonna be dragging my headline up on, especially in the river where there's a lot of current, Mississippi River would be the same way. Hopefully we get to go over there and fish it this year and bring y'all some videos on that. But I like to use this poly rope. This is poly hollow braid rope. And the reason I like to use it is because it's buoyant. It floats in the water a little bit. And what it'll do, whereas nylon will just wash down onto the bottom, it's harder for that drag to hit it. This stuff here is real easy to drag up. A lot easier than this other rope. And that's why I use it on the headline. Now if I'm swinging the nets, I may use this other rope on the headline and tail line. But this net is rigged up and ready to drop in the water now. And I'll show y'all. That's some of our, we got videos on how to make them weights too. That's one of our weights that we made out of concrete and fiber. Just using a cup or something. That's all you need in the river. All you're trying to do anyway is hold this line tight where the drag will pick it up. All right, so we got two nets here ready to go. One of them is gonna be anchored. One of them is gonna be a swinging net. If you don't want to catch a ton of buffalo in a swinging net, but you want a few to eat, highly recommend going to a 42-inch net instead of a 4-foot net. 4-foot nets and bigger, you're gonna catch a lot of buffalo if they go to running. Could stack up in there this time of the year. I'm gonna drop, this is my headline, the line I'll be dragging up. I'm gonna put it in the boat first, and all I do, as soon as the dog gets off of the rope over there, is stack it right in there on the other net. I'm just gonna stack that rope right there. I'm not rolling it up, it'll come right out of there easy like that. Here's the net. This is the headline, the bridle, the open end, down in the boat right there, like that. And that's the way it's gonna come back out, tail end first. And that's my tail rope. I'll put everything right here, just like that. And it'll be ready to come right out of there. All right, I'm gonna give y'all another little tip right here. If you got these heavier anchors like this, don't throw your net. It is nice to put some weight up here going down the road. I have had these nets blow up, but you don't want this angle iron and stuff on these nets, because going down the road bouncing, learn this the hard way by doing that. These sharp edges on this metal, on these barbs, will cut this netting. So I normally try to stick these back here somewhere to where we ain't tearing this up. And then when we got one more net we're gonna swing. We'll show y'all how we rig it up. We're gonna put it on top, and then we'll just throw some weight or something up there. 4-foot, 2.5-inch mesh, number 18 twine. But it'll catch catfish or buffalo, either one. And y'all see that in the videos. But we're gonna put this one, we're gonna swing this one. Same deal. I'm tying a knot the same way back here. I back it up with my bowline. That's my little signature. And that end will be ready to go onto a tree. All we had to do is tie it on a limb or something, swing it back. This will not, it'll be fished high in the water column, you know, halfway up or so. And then we got one more rope here. We'll put it on our headline. These swinging nets like this is easy to fish. I mean, you ain't got no weight, you ain't got nothing. So Real easy to fish like this for buffalo. It's just not too easy when you get ready to put them in the boat. Got old Subi with us this morning, old net dog, old fishing dog. She can do it all, squirrel hunt, coon hunt, run some nets. Come here, Subi. Subi.
I'm coming, Subi. I'm coming. I'm coming with you. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Subi. Come on. Right here, Subi.
Subi, load up. Come on. Load up. Come on. Good girl. Ain't no good. That's my tree I'm normally fishing beside. Huh?
This one right here. I think at one time you had it tied from this tree to that tree.
No, that's the tree. See the one down in the water right there?
Yeah.
That's normally what we're fishing under. It fell over. The tree fell.
Get down on this one to that one behind it.
All right, we in here looking at some new sets. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna show y'all right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. We got a tree right there that's out a little further than the rest of the trees. And it's 20 foot right here off this tree. And the current's coming around the bank of the river this way. And we got a lot of current right in here. And this net, when we put it on this tree, is gonna swing out like that. Our net's gonna come in here and the tail end of it's gonna be right here. Our head is gonna be right down here. Y'all can see these bubbles in here where I just had the boat. Y'all can see the current coming down through. There's a good bit of current coming right down that bank. And y'all can see the bank up there. So it's the first drop off. That's where we're gonna try this buffalo net. We're gonna swing this net, fish it about halfway down in that column and see what happens. When you're putting these swinging nets in, it's kind of a guess how deep in the water you want. Right here, the net is under the net's gonna be, or the water is 20 foot deep right here where the net's gonna be fishing. I want it to be in the upper half of that, right above the upper half of that water column. That's a guess. You know, these fish could be running lower than that. They could be running higher. The longer your rope is, the more the current's gonna push it down, the lower it's gonna fish. So if you think you got your net, if you put it out and you don't catch good, one thing you can try before you move it is shorten up your rope to 35, 40 foot and bring it, because we tied right at the water's edge up here. And the higher in the water column may be where them buffalo are right now. It's winter time, and we just got to find them. That's one thing you got to do. You got to kind of experience for yourself, is you got to fish these nets around and change them up. Just because you don't catch them this next run, don't mean they're not running this. It may just mean you ain't got the net sitting in the right spot of the water column. So you're right against the bank. Well, yeah, sometimes that's where the fish are. We don't know. Never fished this set before, but we're about to find out. Y'all can see that current starting to catch that net and pull it back out in the river just a little bit. And it may be too far down in the water column. We just won't know until we run it and see if we catch or not. Let her go. You might have to go around that trolling motor bracket up there. Might try to work on you a little too hard there. All right, so the best way, you got these anchors, 50 foot of line on the tail end if you're fishing a river. But when you drop that anchor in, the best way is to go all the way to the net bridle before you even try to make that net anchor hold. Now, I'm gonna crank the motor up and I'm gonna pull down on it and let him hold on to that bridle. Make sure that we held good before we drop our headline in. Good?
Yeah.
Let her in. It held good, so he's dropping it in. And we'll We'll have our headline down here to drag up. We just got to know where to drag at. I can't show y'all all my land markers. I think like right here, yeah.
Go back in towards the bank, so.
All right, that one's going in. Net number 2 going in. Actually, that's net number 3. That'll be easy to drag up right there. Subi the net dog. She ready. She ready to treat some squirrels. Squirrel dog, coon dog, fish dog. She does it all. I got Larry back with me today. We got four-day net run. We're gonna ease them up. See if we got a mess of buffalo. I want to mess with buffalo. I think Larry wants to mess with catfish. All right, we're gonna put one more in. We're raising them today. We only had 4 out, but brought one more 4-foot, 2.5 inch mesh net. We're gonna drop in. Got our first net here. It's gonna be a one that we swung in the current a little bit. Check it and see if we got anything in it. That's the first net, 4 days right there. Y'all check that out. We got a mess of fish already. We still got 3 nets to pick up. No buffalo yet. I wanted buffalo. Y'all check that out. That's the first net, 4 day run. And man, I wanted some buffalo. Larry wanted some catfish. He got his catfish. Well, I sure hope I got a buffalo in one of them other nets. Your lucky day, buddy.
Still full of life.
big boy here. I see some fish slime, something's in it. Blues. Old blues.
Come here, big boy.
Let him go.
See you, son. Don't tell nobody we was here.
Shortened it up, get that net higher in the water column and see what happens right here.
Something there.
Definitely can catch fish.
Big blues.
Big blues. Where Mr. Flathead's at? Blues in it. Got a buffalo? That's all I needed, one buffalo.
That's all you got, too, one.
That's perfect. That's dinner right there. Hey, we got some of these blues in today that we had in the hoop nets. Had a pretty nice catch, but all we caught was blues and one buffalo. So I'm gonna show y'all something a little different. Hadn't done this in a while, and I don't even know if I have on the videos. But we're gonna blacken some today. And we got a real neat little stove in that I'm pretty excited to get in from Chaisson Smoke. Y'all don't beat me up on that pronunciation on that. If y'all hadn't seen their social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, y'all go check them out. They got a really good channel and a good TikTok and stuff. So been watching them for a couple years now as they've grown their business. And check out their rocket stoves. They got a pretty good deal going with these rocket stoves. They sent us one to put in some of our videos. We're gonna be doing some cooking on this thing and trying it out. Hadn't never cooked on one before. I've just always thought it was cool in the videos and kind of like what they're doing. So big shout out to them. Y'all check them out, subscribe to their channels if you hadn't already. They're pretty entertaining, got some good stuff going on. So I'm gonna get this one filleted real quick. These blues, I just fillet. I come around the bottom side of the ribs. You could come through here and get this belly and all if you wanted to. But I fillet these just like I would a bass or a crappie, either one. So there's our nice clean fillet. I'll get this other side off real quick.
Okay, the temps are really cold out here, but we are gonna cook outside and we got something new that we're gonna cook on. We are gonna cook on what is called a rocket stove. This is a company in Wisconsin called Chaisson Smoke. It is Miranda and Jason. And tonight we're gonna throw a steak on it, some tuna steaks, we have some fish, and then I also have a pot of etouffee that I made. So we're gonna check this out and maybe y'all like it too. So check them out on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and this right here means a lot, that it's made in the USA. So that one right there, I'm all about it. We need like a drum roll.
We cheated a little bit. That's not exactly how it was packaged. I had to.
It was well packaged.
Yeah, I had to open it up and look a little bit.
Yeah, we were kind of excited to see it.
But this is how it'll come. This is their 4-inch rocket stove, and this is how it'll come shipped. Everything looks pretty good. We have not put it together yet. We're fixing to take it out and put it together.
Bradley's going to put it together for us. This I have been so excited about.
I don't know if that goes to the inside or the outside.
I bet you it's on the instructions. This is so exciting. I love cooking outside.
It's got some set screws here. You can tighten this down in there.
On each side.
Pretty easy to put together.
What's that?
This,
Well, yeah.
that's a lid for where the wood goes in. So your wood goes in here.
Awesome.
You got a dampener here. That controls your heat. Pretty nice.
Y'all, Valentine's Day is coming up. This would make an awesome gift.
Got the stove top right there. And that's your ashtray to take the ashes back out.
Where's that go? In the back?
Right back here. Yep. This is their 4-inch rocket stove. They also make a 6-inch rocket stove, a little bit bigger one. This one's only 30-something pounds. It's light. You can carry it camping, things like that. We're going to try it out tonight. Pretty excited about it. But you can check out their website also. We'll drop all these links in the description of the video. And we'll also drop them in the comment section. And this isn't a one-time thing for us. We're all-time cooking outside, so we'll probably get to use this thing a good bit. So we really appreciate them sending this to us. I'm pretty excited about that.
Me too.
They also included this fire starter in the kit. So we got a few of these little fire starter balls. We'll probably use one of them tonight.
I'm ready to get this thing
Oh, something else.
up and going.
One more thing.
I'm so excited. Y'all, he's finding more prizes.
Look, y'all gotta be careful, cause, and I know I seen Jason explain this in the, one of his videos. It even comes with a little striker fire starter.
Oh, cool.
So you can do it the old-fashioned way if you're out camping or something. Maybe that's what we'll do tonight.
Greasing it down. Just like you would.
Just like a cast iron
yeah.
skillet or a Blackstone. This is actually for Blackstone what we're using.
Y'all look at there. What'd you do, Bradley?
Huh?
What'd you do?
I got some oak. I don't know, I might not have
Well, you finished
cut
seasoning
it
it, didn't
short
you?
enough. Yeah, I finished seasoning it. All of that good stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put some of this, I've got some split up oak. Just dropping that down in there a little bit. Put a few more pieces down in there. Got some, just some dry oak that was out in the yard. We'll put a few of those in there.
Ooh, I saw it. Ooh, good job. Ooh. Bradley's more of a MacGyver. Look at there. Look at there. Ooh. One more time, babe. You got this. So opening it up might do better.
Maybe.
Like a bird's nest. Can't give up, babe. Our supper depends on it. I think he's going to get it. We all have faith in him. You got this, babe. You got it. You got it. Come on.
Yeah, this ain't working.
Yeah, it is. Just one good light. There it is. Look at there. And he said it wasn't working. Guess what? Fire! Fire!
Say all that.
It's okay. We keep it real. I like messing with Bradley. That's why we've been together for so long. Somebody's got to keep it interesting. Y'all, this is so cool. I'm so excited about this. It's like a kid in a candy store. Oh, this is so cool. Ain't that right, babe?
Sure.
I love cooking outside.
It's definitely.
Now, How long will, like, we just let this burn until it gets like the ashes down in there, and that's whenever it's hot? Or what are we gonna do?
No, we build the fire up. We'll add some more wood. Let it burn for a minute. We're just seasoning it right now. We're letting the whole stove get hot and just seasoning it.
So we had not finished
Let it heat up.
seasoning.
We'll let it burn for a few minutes.
See that?
Add some more wood.
We all have faith in Bradley. He will get it lit. Get it the old-fashioned way. A little striker. Bradley is now a Boy Scout. He earned his next badge. Good job. Proud of you. Remember, Valentine's Day is coming up. That would make a cool gift. Because you know, Christmas is already gone, but Valentine's Day is quickly approaching.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a look real quick before we start cooking. Y'all check it out. Got a good hot fire going in there. Put our wood in right there. Gonna add some more wood to it. Perfect. Got us a good hot fire going. Y'all can see the flame coming out the top.
Look over here at the food we're about to put up there. We got a steak,
Got a steak,
fish,
tuna steaks.
and here's our seasonings. Y'all, these have become our favorite.
We're gonna blacken this catfish. We're gonna use the Zatarain's blackening seasoning. We're also gonna throw some of this Sure Shot gunpowder seasoning on there. That's some good stuff. Y'all can find it on Amazon. And Uncle Chris's, Fiesta brand Uncle Chris's steak seasoning. That's what's going on the catfish. Those two right here, the Uncle Sid's gunpowder and the Fiesta brand steak seasoning, that's what's on the steak. All we're gonna do is we're gonna cook all this in an iron skillet with butter.
Lots of butter.
Real butter.
Real butter. And if your kids don't know how to go and buy real butter and they come home with the tub saying that is butter. No, that's not butter. That's margarine. Teach them butter.
Real butter.
Real. You ready for this?
All right.
The fun begins.
We're gonna put it to the test. We'll go on the big iron skillet. I'll season our catfish fillets up. Got the blackening seasoning right there going on. Do that. Y'all know these is going on a bed of rice in Louisiana. And then we're gonna pour that etouffee over them. That's as good as it gets. We are not sponsored by this stuff here. Sure Shot Sid's gunpowder, original gunpowder seasoning. But if they want to sponsor us, we'd sure take it. Because that's some good stuff.
And a little bit goes a long way.
Don't take a lot of it.
Yeah.
It gives it a really smoky, charcoal type flavor. And we really like this seasoning. It's not overbearing.
Favorite right there.
Yeah, it don't.
You can get that at Academy, Amazon.
Real butter going in.
Watch this. Yeah. I very much wood it off. I told Bradley he's gonna get me a tub and cut me up some wood, chopped up, just enough so I can put it in there. This will be easy. I can come home from work and fire this thing up. We're trying to eat healthy. Or I am. He still likes his ice cream. Oh yeah. Pretty cool, isn't it? I think
You control the heat down there. It's a big skillet. So
you got ours wide open.
You got it wide open. But you could push it back if you wanted to. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it don't take very much wood at all for this thing. I mean, we lit it up, let it season for a few minutes, worked on that, and then went on and put a little bit on there. We ain't put hardly any wood in this thing. So if you got good heat on it, cooks good, not too hot. Once you got a dampener down there, you can choke it back if you want to slow your cooking down a little bit, cook something a little slower. It's gonna be pretty neat.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh, smell it. I smell it.
I ain't even say about being cold up here.
All you got to do is see the smoke coming out of our mouth. If it's cold out here, we can actually stand around it and stay warm. My legs feel a little warm.
You got a heater and a cook stove all in one.
Heck yeah. You know, and us from Louisiana, we're not used to this cold temp.
Not in the 20s like it is tonight. It's supposed to get down to, I think, 24 tonight. 20 tonight. And then
Yeah.
two nights it's supposed to get down to around 15 here. So, yeah.
That's cold.
That's not good for us.
I smoke.
Hopefully we don't lose electricity.
If we do, guess what?
We can still cook.
We could still cook. Catfish is done, and all of this doesn't, what we're cooking does not take long at all. That's the catfish.
Check them old catfish. Right out of the hoop nets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Throw our steak and our tuna steaks in there. Go ahead and go in with our tuna steaks also. About a minute and a half to 2 minutes on each side is about what we're gonna do.
How you like your steak?
Medium rare is the only way.
I like mine medium rare, but I also like it moving a little bit.
She likes them rare. Now the tuna has a little bit of Dale's on it. I don't know if I showed that earlier in the video or not.
I don't think so.
But put a little bit of Dale's steak seasoning on it, and then you've seen the other seasoning, the Uncle Sid's gunpowder, and then the Fiesta brand Uncle Chris's steak seasoning.
A lot of uncles going on around here.
But we do not want that tuna cooked all the way through. This yellowfin. Don't want it cooked all the way through. You want to leave it nice and pink in the middle. About a minute and a half to 2 minutes on each side on a hot skillet. That's all you need. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and flip that tuna now. Looking good too.
Oh, like we could cook our elk steak on this too. That would be good.
This thing is getting plenty hot. This is a big iron skillet too. And this is their smaller, the 4-inch rocket stove. So no problem cooking whatever you want to cook on this. Pot full of gumbo, whatever. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up making gumbo on the rocket stove.
Bradley's got a new pot he needs to cook with.
Ribeyes looking good.
Oh yeah. tuna's ready, so we are about to take it up. Like Bradley said, it doesn't take long at all for that tuna. All of this smells so good. Can y'all smell it through the video? Oh. Yeah. That's the best part right there.
I'm gonna say it again. We can't thank Jason and Miranda and the rest of those guys at Chaisson Smoke enough for sending us this rocket stove to be in some of our videos. And I can guarantee y'all, this ain't gonna be the only one it's gonna be in, because this thing's actually a pleasure to cook on. Yeah. Y'all be sure to check them out if you hadn't ever seen them. You're gonna like what you see. That steak is ready. Y'all look at that steak. One last shot of it right there before I choke it back. All you gotta do is choke that dampener back. You're good to go. Just close the little dampener back right there, like that, and that'll choke it back.
All right, food is ready, and I'm ready to eat. This didn't take long at all. It cooked to perfection.
Y'all check it out.
Because we got some rice, etouffee, the catfish, the grilled tuna, the steak. So let's see, we're gonna try the steak first. Yep, perfect. Not overcooked.
Try that blue cat with that etouffee on it. I know they get me on that too, on the pronunciation. Etouffee.
Etouffee.
That's what we call it. It's good either way, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Now we got some tuna steaks. Like Riley said, you don't want to overcook that tuna though. Perfect. Perfect. So Bradley's ready to eat, so we need to wrap this up. Y'all don't forget, hit that like button, hit the share, get our videos out there. We really enjoy all of y'all's comments. Don't forget, go visit Jason and Miranda's website. They're on TikTok, they're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and it's Chaisson Smoke. And I know I'm messing up that name, but hey, I had a maiden name that everybody slaughtered too. So definitely go check them out. So it's God's country, hunting and fishing, keeping it real.